Please note the clips and pictures in the video are Rebecca Sugars and Cartoon Networks, except for the channel art at the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed the video and subscribe and like if you want to see more. Good day. And this is for the purpose of reviewing. So as you can see here, Steven is in a containment room. He is looking around trying to figure out what the diamonds are going to be doing to him. And he's just waiting for the diamonds to show up.
Hello? Anybody? Hello?
So we see a blue zircon here, which basically is going to be like a lawyer for Steven. And she is very panicked because she is dealing with Rose Quartz. And she thinks this is hopeless, which in her view is pretty much is. But her attitude is connected to much like it's connected much to like Blue Diamond's attitude is, because she is wanting to find out what actually happened, whereas Yellow Diamond and Yellow Diamond Zircon just want to go ahead and execute Rose Quartz. So let's watch her talk.
4,000 years of loyal service to the court, and this is what I get? Oh, I'm the unluckiest zircon in the galaxy. Wait, are Rose Quartz?
Yeah. Long story.
Then I don't have time for it. We only had this brief moment to prepare your case.
Case?
Oh, am I kidding? This is pointless. We've all heard the rumors about the demise of Pink Diamond, but entourage? And look at you now. That ridiculous disguise is only gonna...
It's fine, because I am.
Well, don't say that. Especially not when you're out there.
Out where? What's going to happen?
What did you think was going to happen, Rose Quartz? As soon as that...
Okay, so he's basically going on trial. I don't know how much of that you can understand because of my constant pausing and unpausing to try to get the video to go. So this is the snooty Pink Diamond lawyer Zircon. I'm just gonna call them lawyers from now on because that's what they are. We'll call this douchebag lawyer. Okay.
For the luminous yellow diamond and the lustrous blue diamond.
Where is the accused?
Is that Rose Quartz? Look at this hideous form she's taken. Forget the trial. We should shatter her just for looking like that.
No. I want to hear her make her case.
Okay, so there you notice that there are two viewpoints. Yellow Diamond is just not having any of it. Blue Diamond, like, as part of her intelligence gathering, she wants to know what happened. And one thing I find out pretty interesting throughout this whole entire shebang is that neither one of them, like, they know that she is Rose Quartz. And even Steven, he doesn't tell them his name. He is basically representing his mom at this point. But it never comes up the fact that he is part organic, which I think is a point that the authors missed. Okay, at this point, what just happened? What was that? The douchebag lawyer, as we're calling it, because I can't really say its name, is presenting Lars out as evidence to why Rose Quartz started a rebellion because she loved organic life. which here I think they touch on the problem of their hatred towards organic life, but they don't really use that against Steven, which again I think it's a problem the writers missed.
Lars!
Steven! What's going on here? Where are we?
As we can see from this specimen, humans are loud, absolutely hideous creatures as whatsoever. What sort of gem would turn on her own kind for this? I'll tell you what kind. That kind.
Okay, right here when the douchebag lawyer says that kind, it's like they barely touch on the organic life. I was mistaken. I retract that statement, but they're making fun of the way he is, but they don't really understand that he's a completely different thing. And then again, Steven sticks up for Lars and is saying he's got nothing to do with this, and this is the lawyer's response, the douchebag lawyer's response.
Is the passion, the fury that caused the diabolical Rose Quartz to shatter her own diamond.
And see,
But I know what
they're
you're
looking
thinking.
with no
This thing
reaction.
doesn't look like a rose quartz, and for that I would like to call an eyewitness.
And then of course they call Eyeball to the stand, and he tells the whole thing about what happened in space with Steven trapping him in his bubble. The only thing is, where Steven tried to help Eyeball, and Eyeball basically went crazy with anger, Eyeball is switching it around to where Steven is the villain and he's just a poor victim. You know, if it hadn't have been for Steven, he would have went off to space.
She threw me into space!
Okay, one thing that Steven is going to point out is that he healed her gem. Now watch Eyeball's response.
Trying to help you. I healed your gem.
And who else has the ability to heal gems other than the villainous Rose Quartz?
And there
So Steven helped Eyeball, but yet Eyeball wants to turn on Steven. That shows you how brainwashed gems are for turning on their are brainwashed by their diamonds. Sorry, my train of thought. So Steven just confessed to shattering Pink Diamond. Now let's watch Blue Diamond's response.
What she has to say.
State your name for the record, please.
I am Rose Quartz, and I'm guilty.
wait, see that?
Everything you guys said I did.
Okay, he's just now confessing into it, and Blue Diamond wants to know why. Yellow Diamond doesn't care.
I did. And I did it by myself. I'm sorry. I'll accept any punishment alone.
Ha! Sounds like a solid confession to me.
How? How did you do it?
Huh?
How did you shatter Pink Diamond?
Well, I did it on Earth, in front of Pink Diamond's palanquin. I was probably like, stop, and she was all like, no, so we fought, I think. And she probably did some cool moves.
The blue
I probably
lawyer.
did some cool stuff too, some jump kicks and stuff, but I was most likely deeply conflicted about deciding to shatter her. Definitely crying. I probably had to use the breaking point to do it.
It was a sword!
Okay, there you see that the Blue Diamond found a contradiction in Steven's story, and so she was very, very upset. So this shows that Blue Diamond's suspicions were right, that she needs to know more about this, and this will play further on to the episode. Also, I wanted to point out how Steven did not give his name. Again, he's representing for his mom. And also how every gem was affected by Blue Diamond's sadness, but Lars wasn't, because either he's a human, which I've heard, and also either he's in the bubble, which I heard from Slice of Otaku, I believe. Also, check out his channel. He's good.
Testimony from you.
So right here you see Yellow Diamond going to console her sister, which means that the Diamonds do love each other, that they're not simply just fulfilling a role, that they have actual emotions, but Blue just seems to be more in touch with her emotion. So here the Blue lawyer is talking to Steven and saying, why are you saying probably? You know, answer the Diamond directly. Let's listen to the clip.
I don't actually know how it happened, okay?
You don't know?
I...
Don't tumble my rocks! Both our gems are on the line! Did you do this or not?
It was me, all right? Rose Quartz did it, and I've got her gems, so I'm the one who's got to pay for this.
You don't know how it happened. I get it. There's a reason they want you to explain how you did it.
Huh?
It's because it doesn't make sense. Rose.
So here's the Blue Zircon / Stevens lawyer explaining their case, basically asking why, which this is going to very much intrigue Blue Diamond. But let's see how Yellow Diamond reacts. I want you to pay attention to the way Yellow Diamond reacts.
Diamond, could she? Blue Diamond, for the purpose of this argument.
Please, proceed.
Show, Pink Diamond was shattered just outside a palanquin, much like this. Witnesses said Pink had stepped out and had taken only a few steps forward when Rose attacked her from the front. The question no one seems to be asking is, how?
I've been asking that question.
You are to ask, my Diamond, because at the time that Pink was shattered, Rose Quartz garage and none in her guard. So how did a Rose her sapphires? And where was her pearl?
They were with her, of course. They saw the whole thing.
Okay, this I want to point out because Yellow Diamond is very irrational, so she knows something, whereas Blue Diamond is very curious and all, and so Yellow Diamond is like, what's happening? Why are you naming off her agates and her sapphires and stuff? They were obviously there, but then the lawyer's gonna come out with a pretty good point.
None of them saw Rose Quartz approach? Wouldn't her sapphires have seen Rose Quartz coming? Wouldn't her agates have tried to fight her?
That is strange.
She must have slipped past them.
Even if she did, wouldn't her pearl have cried out in alarm? Watch out, my Diamond! No, whoever did this was already close to Pink Diamond. Someone her guards would allow to get near her. Someone she would listen to when asked to stop her palanquin and step outside. And someone with the authority to cover it up afterwards. Someone with supreme
Look at
authority.
Steven's face.
Someone like one of you.
Dun dun dun. Classic soap opera drama. And of course, watch what Pink does. I mean, no, watch what Yellow does.
Oh, that last statement, I might have gotten carried away. Case closed. Right, my diamond?
Watch out, douchebag.
Yellow,
The
stop
Blue
it!
Shag
Why are you
Warrior.
doing-
So after that, Steven and Lars escape Frathi City, and they leave, and that's pretty much the episode. Story. The story here is awesome. It shows us a glimpse of how homeworld society works, and how and how the gems really are tied to the diamonds, and how a little bit more on their hatred of organic life, as well as analyzing what actually happened to Pink Diamond, because many on the online community have been saying, how could Pink Diamond get killed by Rose Quartz because she didn't have the breaking point. Steven had forgotten from Eyeball that Rose was actually killed by the sword, so he slipped up, opening this whole big question for the blue lawyer, meaning that it most likely is pointing to an inside job, whether it was Pink herself in order to liberate the Earth because she did not want to harm the life, because we know that she's got a zoo of humans in space and she pampers them. That's her legacy. So I think it brings up more questions than answered, but it's good storytelling. The one thing I do not like is that they just assume Rose Quartz had taken on a disguise. They never really looked at it and say, wait, you're a fusion between organic and gem, you know. It's like they never really figured that out. And the fact that the zircon was hilariously worried made it funny. So I'm going to give the story a 9 out of 10. Okay, I just found out something that I think is very interesting. Pay attention to this clip and watch it.
To shatter her own diamond. But I know what you're thinking.
So you see there, Pink's reaction is more stern, and Blue's reaction is more stern, and Yellow is like, she could care less. I know that she's not in mourning, but that just really seems odd to me. So again, who knows who it could be, but Yellow's definitely got some inner knowledge. Characters. So Steven is on point. You see him wondering about largest safety all throughout the episode. Excuse me for that burp. And then you see Pink Diamond's sadness, but you also see her downright devotion to the truth, which is a good thing to have when you're the head of Homeworld's intelligence. And she and it really shows you, since she can make other gems feel like she feels. Like I've also heard from other people, they've made this good point that she can really be a force to reckon with in the Gem Authority. And also, as far as Pink Diamond goes, I mean, no, as far as Yellow Diamond goes, she's the tough military leader. I will destroy you, sort of thing. But she did show a little bit of emotion there when Blue was crying and then Yellow was like, that's enough from you, and she was trying to comfort her sister. And then Lars, well, of course, in this whole thing, he was scared, obviously, because you gotta imagine, in scale, these diamonds are probably, I'd say, about 40 feet. No, no, not that. 40 stories. So probably if a story is about 10 feet or something, they're probably about 400 feet tall. So it's like they could literally right here pick Steven up and just from across the room and then dead. You know? Um and then as far as the Archons go, the lawyers, I really liked how the blue lawyer was like scared, because that's what you expect. I mean, this is they've been taught since they were born that Rose Quartz is evil and everything else. She shattered her diamond, so it was a slam dunk for her to lose. So sort of thinking. So she's weird because she mentions one line. If you don't you understand? Both of our gems are on the line here, meaning that if she lost, she would be shattered too. So that's a little hint into Homeworld Society. So she's super, that scared. But then she gets that spark, and then once she gets that spark, she goes into real detective mode and just breaks the bombshell that it could be a diamond that planned all this. And the yellow zircon, or as I like to call her, douchey lawyer, was a complete douche. And, she did everything that a douche is supposed to do, but she was one dimensional. And to be honest, the first zircon was a little bit one dimensional, but still more than the second, because you can understand it's not just because she's trying to win a case. It's not like our lawyers. It actually shows that if you lose a case, then you die. So it's no hold barred in Homeworld. So for that, I'm gonna give the characters a 9.5 out of 10. The sound. There's the normal intro song and the normal ending song. So, and then like the normal like little sound through the through the episode. So I'm going to give the sound a solid 8.7 out of 10, mainly because I don't think there's enough of it, because Steven Universe has some of the best music, and I think there needs to be a lot more of it in there. And yeah, so that's the end of that category. So the final score is a 9 is a 9D. It's a 90 out of 10, or a 9 out of 10 is what I mean. So good job, Steven Universe, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stand by for closing announcements. This has been the Greenwood Hunter. If you like what you've just watched. Please like and subscribe and comment on any future cartoons you want me to review. I thought I'd do this for fun, just to see how many people would actually watch it, considering it's been out for a week. And all rights of the materials in this review are property of Cartoon Network and Rebecca Sugar. I am just simply using them for fair use for reviewing. They're used to review and critique a show. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Yeehaw!